Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Jordan.
And I'm Juanita.
And welcome back to another episode of Love Does Cost a Thing.
It costs everything, baby.
Shout out to all of the love bugs that have been rocking out with us. We sincerely love and appreciate you. If you have not already done so, the love bugs are those who have subscribed to this channel.
Yes.
So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button below this video.
Yes.
Juanita, what are we talking about today?
Yes, so today is actually going to be part one of a two-part series. So we're going to be talking all about finding love. And today we're going to specifically talk about how we know, or how you could know, that you're actually not yet ready for love.
Because some of us think that we are ready.
Yeah.
We want or love the idea of what we think love is.
Yeah.
But love does cost a thing.
It does. It does. It costs everything.
It costs everything.
Yeah.
And so we're going to talk about 3 ways and possibly a bonus of how to identify whether or not you, my friend, are ready for love. Many of you guys won't want to hear this, but it will be to your benefit and the benefit of your future spouse for you to be real with where you are and who you are right now.
Yeah, so we'll get started with first identifying like exactly what love is. Yeah.
I want you to start. Go ahead. How would you define love?
Well,
you want me to read it?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let me just give for all of my Bible thumpers out here. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 is infamously known as the love chapter. Now, this type of love that's being described in 1 Corinthians 13 is not the type of love that we are referring to. It's about the God kind of love, and it's talking about like spiritual gifts and stuff. But I think that the concept of what it describes is applicable and a good way for us to understand
good characteristics of what love is.
Of what love is and what love looks like, especially in our horizontal relationships or in our relationships with our spouses. Okay. Love, this is 1 Corinthians 13:4. Love is patient and kind. It gets a gooder. Okay. It's not jealous or boastful or proud or rude.
Yeah.
Okay. Patient, kind. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. Jealous, boastful, proud, or rude. Okay. It does not demand its own way. Big shout out to the official sponsor of the Love Does Cost a Thing podcast, Unashamed Apparel. Grab your gear today at shopunashamed.com and use the code LDCAT for 10% off your entire order. That's good. That's deep. Okay, it does not demand its own way. It is not irritable. And it keeps no record of being wronged. Ew. I think we can just close up shop right there. That's the whole episode.
So, kind of, I guess, like to summarize that, the idea of love is that it's selfless, right?
Yes.
Like, it's the idea that you are laying down your will for y'all will.
Yes.
And it's not a matter of inherently like you're putting yourself down and you're putting your spouse over you, but it's more so of like, if I'm laying myself down and my spouse is laying themselves down, then we have the opportunity to become one and create something together. Yeah. And that's more of the idea of it. And so when we talk about this idea of if you're ready for love, you're thinking about, okay, I'm excited. I want to start dating. I want to start exploring. And we're hoping that if you're in that phase or if you're thinking about that, then you're looking for something forever.
Yes.
Like you're looking for a husband or you're looking for a wife, that you're not just out here being like, let me just see what's out here, you know. But you're actually, but you're actually like being intentional about pursuing that person because you're like, okay, could this be a for everything?
Absolutely.
So when we talk about, okay, Juanita, okay, Jordan, like, how do I know I'm not ready for love?
Let's do it. Let's get into it.
One of the really big things I think about is, it's just like hard to say.
Say it with your chest. Go ahead.
If you're codependent. And so,
can we define that? Because
I was about to. Yeah,
like these mental health topics and conversations is still relatively new.
Yeah,
to a lot of people. So go ahead. What's codependency?
So this is Juanita's definition, but to be codependent just simply means that you are dependent upon somebody else, and essentially what that means is like if they're happy, you're happy. If they're sad, you're sad. If they want something and you're altering who you are, what you desire for the sake of fulfilling whatever it is that they want.
Yeah.
And it's really more of a put down of yourself versus like a support to your spouse. And so I think it's sorry, I just got this crazy revelation because it's
thank
like
you for warning us.
It's like
You're not just dropping a bomb. Go ahead.
No, because I just got this image of like, it's like the enemy's way of packaging what we think love should be, because we just talked about this idea that love is selfless, right? And so when we're being codependent, right, it's the enemy's way of trying to like skew that, make us feel like, oh, well, I'm helping my spouse, or oh, I'm being there for my spouse, or I'm fulfilling their needs in that type of way. But it's not the way that God designed it, because it puts you down. You know, and that's not what God has for you. And God's selflessness is not a matter of at the expense of yourself.
Yeah.
It's, hey, I'm full. Hey, I'm pouring into me. Therefore, I can pour into others, not the other way around. And so when you think about being codependent, you're not ready for love, which is okay.
Yeah.
But you have to get to that point where you recognize that. Well, how do I recognize that, Juanita? Okay, cool. You're doing something for someone you love. They don't like it. Your whole mood changes. Your whole day is like torn upside down because you made a mistake at the expense of someone else. Like that could be an indicator that you're codependent, right? Like that could be a matter of like, ooh. Or you have somebody else that you really love. Maybe it's your best friend. Maybe it's your sister. Maybe it's your mom. And you had these really big plans, or you're desiring these things, and like that person can no longer make it.
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? And it's like, well, there's a lot of things you could be doing with your life, you know? And so again, it's more of like, these people should be more of an asset to you or an addition to you rather than like a part of who you are.
I love that. Another thing that I was thinking about while you were talking about the codependency thing, is that it ultimately has or gives a false sense of entitlement. And I don't know if this is going to make sense, but help me process it. And if it doesn't make sense, then give me grace. I was saying that it gives you a false sense of entitlement, and I lost my train of thought. So there that one goes. But yeah, I think the idea of the false sense of entitlement is dangerous for a relationship, because relationships are not self-serving. I can't be wanting to make myself feel good and Juanita be also focused on making me feel good. Who's focused on Juanita? Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, so that codependency is a real thing. I think we can quickly touch on the idea of soulmates, right? There's a video that we did from like an excerpt from our church a while back, and the Bible doesn't teach soulmate in the idea or the sense that there's one singular soul person and no one else that God has destined you to be with, because people have their own mind, will, and emotions, and you may feel drawn or connected to somebody who doesn't want you or even think about you. Furthermore, you may feel that same thing. They may feel the same thing towards you, and then they may pass away.
Right. And so then does that mean you never get love again? Because,
Yeah. And so the codependency is a real thing. I think that we have to realign our idea of what we think love is. Maybe not watch some romantic comedies for a little while. Maybe stay out of or off of Instagram for a while, because that may be influencing your idea of what you think love is supposed to be. Yeah. I think also too, you may have touched this. Excuse my voice, y'all. You may have touched this also, but I think that an indicator of your codependency could be your reaction to when you do something for your person and they don't respond in the way that you think that they should respond if it impacts you. Did you say that? You did?
Not that particular example, but that is an example of what I was saying. Yeah.
That is a way that you may identify that you are codependent.
Because it's like your feelings and your mood is dependent upon them, basically.
Yeah. Just generally speaking, it's a terrible way to live, because you're giving the authority of your happiness and your joy to someone else. Even if it is your spouse, they can have a day.
Right. Yeah.
You know? That's not up to them.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
I think we hit that one in the head.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I think.
You got something? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna go to the next one, but you can go if you want.
No.
I know you were.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, I think which leads us into this next idea of like not having a true self-identity. And I think a lot of us don't know who we are as a person because we are so codependent.
Yeah.
Because we are so reliant upon like people and things that we don't necessarily know like what we like, what we don't like, who we are, what we want to do in life. And so if you don't have any goals, dreams, or aspirations, that's probably an indicator that you're not yet ready for love.
Who would you be without your spouse?
Right.
Would you be, this is just a way to describe it. It doesn't have to literally be this, but would you have a reputable reputation? Would you be able to take care of yourself? I mean, like physically, would you be able to afford your lifestyle? Would you be in an occupation and or a job that is fulfilling to you? In the context of, you know, being a believer, are you serving the Lord? You know, these are all indicators of a firm identity. What you need to have, because you can easily lose yourself in love if you are not firm in who you are. You may find yourself doing and saying and going places that you would never do, say, or go or entertain in the name of or for the sake of your relationship. It's easy to do. Like it's easy to do. Especially if love is something that you have been dreaming of or desire. It can easily lead you astray. So you want to be firm in who you are. Like, it can be enhanced, it can be sharpened, it can be made better. Some things can be taken away, if you will. But you want to be firm in who you are. First and foremost, who are you in Christ? Are you saved? You know? Do you believe what Christ says about you? And obviously, like, God is processing all of us at a different pace. And so you may not necessarily be firm in that, but do you have the idea of that? Because I don't want you to think that your girl is going to complete you, bro. I don't want you to think that your man is going to complete you, sis. He is not. She is not. She's not. She's going to let you down. He's going to let you down. He's going to miss it. She's going to miss it. And so you can't put so much responsibility on them. Go ahead. Keep going.
No, I absolutely 100% agree. We say all the time, like, love is not 50-50, it's 100-100. Like, you have to bring something to the table.
You have to bring a table.
Most people are looking for someone who brings something to the table. I was thinking about what you were saying as far as, like, your own dreams, goals, and aspirations. Like, I'm a firm believer, if the Lord put it on your heart, if he's giving you dreams about it or whatever like that, like, regardless of whoever you decide to marry, like, if that's a part of God's, like, will for your life, then it's going to happen. And I think that sometimes we mistake God's, like, maybe not right now for, like, never, if that makes sense. And so it's like, I don't think inherently God is saying, like, oh, because you married this person, like, you'll never get that dream. It may just be like, oh, not right now. Like, it may be like, oh, your spouse is going to go to college first and then you're going to go to college, right? Like, you might support them, but it doesn't mean that, like, that next degree is out of the question or something like that. And I'm just saying, because, like, sometimes people may forego or forsake what they desire or their dreams, goals, and aspirations because of what life looks like right now. And it's more of, like, trusting God and trusting, like, what you feel like he has for you. Because when you bring that to the table, it's like a matter of, we literally just did it today. Like, literally just did it today. We had a conversation. He brought up something he felt like the Lord revealed to him. And we were talking about it, and then it sparked, like, a literal dream that God had gave me some years ago. And for you guys that don't know, like, it's one of the giftings that I have. I'm a dreamer. And it was literally connected, right? Like, but that was 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And so, again, it's not necessarily like, oh, love comes and now let me just forget about everything God has for me. Like, no, it's more of, like, love may kind of help bring that timeline to what God has for you. So I think that's really good. And then I think to end, and I know you said you possibly might have a bonus.
We only did 2.
I know I'm gonna do one last one, but I
Okay.
was saying you were saying a
Yeah, I got a
possible.
bonus one,
Yeah.
yeah.
So one in a possible. For my spades players out there. But anyway,
Shout out to y'all.
the last idea, and I think they all kind of connect, is you are definitely not ready for love if you're immature.
Mm.
And I know this is a hard pill to swallow because no one wants to say that they're immature.
I'm grown.
No one wants to like admit that.
Mm-hmm.
But really what I'm talking about is this like, is it tit for tat?
Yes.
Okay, so this tit for tat, this I'm gonna get them because they got me.
Mm-hmm.
This how dare that person, like who has the audacity to speak to me this way, like all of those like chips on your shoulder, you know, that you have. You're not ready for love if you have that.
Yeah.
Because your partner is 1,000% going to offend you.
At 1,000.
1,000%. Like if you're assuming that they won't, you're assumed wrong.
And let me say this,
like,
we don't mean intentionally.
No.
We mean just because they are a completely different person than who you are.
A process of becoming one.
Yeah. I want to say also that I want to give you guys some clear indicators to be able to identify whether or not you are mature or immature. And I don't mean to offend you, but here's a simple baseline thought process. How do you respond to people in general when you are offended? How do you respond to challenges when they happen? Let's say at work, someone in authority over you has given you, I don't know, let's say they did something that's outlandish or rude or disrespectful. How did you respond to that? Were you able to take on the offense and respond in an emotionally mature, respectful, professional, responsible way or not?
Right.
Because here's the thing. A lot of people give, we're going to talk about this more next week. A lot of people give the best of their emotional capacity to their job and not their spouse. And they give their spouse the trash and the leftovers. They unload. They dump everything out on their spouse, but they keep it together at work. And that's the opposite of it, right? Like, if you can keep it together at work, you can keep it together at home, right? So how do you respond to challenges? How do you respond to when you are offended, right? It's not to say that you be perfect, but let's say, which is the bonus. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, I thought you were continuing on that. I was
Sorry,
just
it was just a good segue, but I didn't want to stop you. I just thought about it. Go ahead.
No, I was going to agree with you. I was going to say, like, if someone does wrong you, are you blowing up?
Yes.
Like, are you like a ticking time bomb? Are people walking on eggshells around you, nervous to like offend you in any kind of way? And I think those are clear indicators. If you haven't caught on by now, everything that we're saying as far as indicators that you're not ready for love have nothing to do with love. It has everything to do with you and how you operate.
Your character.
But it impacts how you love.
Yes.
And it impacts how great or maybe not so great your love will be. Because again, if it's supposed to be 100, and you only bring in 20 or you only bring in 80 or whatever the case may be on purpose, not by accident, not because you had a bad day, not because you're in that type of season, but because you're not fully healed or you're not continually working on yourself, like, do you think your partner deserves that? Just like how would you feel if your partner just said to you, well, this is just who I am?
Yeah.
You know, like, love is already hard to love people in their messed up state. Okay. But to love somebody who's in their messed up state and ain't willing to change, that's super hard.
That was my bonus.
Yeah.
That was my bonus. My bonus was,
oh, look at us being
they are unwilling. You are unwilling to reconcile. So like in those instances where you do blow up and you know, come back to a sober mind, not drunk with anger, are you going to go back to say, I'm sorry? Or are you just going to say, you want to go get something to eat? Right.
I love that you brought that up. Yeah.
Or are you going to say, you need a massage? Come on, let's go. You know, first of all, you shouldn't be doing that anyway.
Right.
Right? But are you unwilling to reconcile, or is your reconciliation negating the fact that you offended them? Are you unwilling? Here we go. Are you unwilling to be held accountable? Yeah, go get them chocolates, bro. Yeah. Run his bathwater, sis, when you get married. Right? But say, I'm sorry. Acknowledge the fact that you were wrong. If you are unwilling to do that, if you are so full of pride that you cannot do that, you're not ready for love. For all of my believers, who are serious and not curious about Christ, this is the fastest way to get hemmed up by Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible says that God exalts the humble. Had a brain fart. Exalts the humble and rejects the proud. Rejects the proud. And so when you are in a relationship that is not self-serving, it is a continual, perpetual practice of humility that is needed for your relationship to succeed and thrive and not just survive. And so you have to kill pride in your heart, especially when you get it wrong. Mm-hmm. And ultimately that will bring you guys closer together. But if you're unwilling to do those things, say it out of your mouth, like, I'm sorry. All right. No, you offended me. Mm-hmm. You offended me deeply. I wanted to say also, especially for all of my husbands and future husbands too, there is a mandate. I believe it's in 1 Peter that he gives to the husbands, and he says, like, hey, be in a nutshell, be gentle, be kind to your wife. If you are harsh with her, or I'm paraphrasing, you can look it up. Basically, he says that God is not going to listen to your prayers. Mm. Can you imagine talking to your dad and he like, no, go apologize first. Mm. And you just like, well, she was, nah, you go do it first. You lead the way. Right? Mm. This is why the weight of responsibility is so great for the husband. You got to be serious about this. So if you're unwilling to reconcile, if you're unwilling to admit you're wrong, you're not ready for love, and you're fooling yourself. Mm. You're fooling yourself, and you are setting yourself up for a season of happiness to come crashing and burning, because your partner is going to be secretly dying on the inside, holding in their disdain towards your poor character because you won't say, I'm sorry. If you're unwilling to do so, you are not ready for love, and you should respectfully go see a therapist. What else you got?
No, I agree. That's it. That's all I got. Yeah.
Y'all, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Let's get these numbers up. We didn't wake up to 30,000. Juanita is 30. How was your birthday?
It was great.
It was great?
It was great. Really great birthday. Awesome. I'm very grateful, yeah.
Next up is J3. We're like, what, 3 weeks away at this point? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah, 3 weeks away. We're technically on baby watch. How many weeks are you? 37? Mm-hmm. Ooh, we here. We are here. You got anything you want to say to the people?
Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share.
Please.
All right, let us know what you think about this. Next week, we will talk all about how we know, or how you know you are ready for love.
And we're not just going to say the opposite of what we said today. We're going to give you some specific stuff.
Yeah.
So make sure you tune in for another brand new episode of Love Does Cost a Thing. My name is Jordan.
And I'm Juanita.
You already know this is Love Does Cost a Thing. We'll catch you next week.